This is the final drive. Stanley Jackson, Jerry DiNardo, Mike Hall here. Tim Dwight, Johnny Rogers there. Iowa and Nebraska. Early on, C.J. Beathard to Henry Krager-Kobel, who's had a very quiet but delightful season for the Hawkeyes. A 19-yard pickup on a 2nd and 15. That's first down. Next play, C.J. Beathard rolling out, looking for another quietly impressive guy all year. George Kittle tastes the rainbow. 7-0 Hawkeyes. Under 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Huskers are down 7-zip. Sam Foltz is punting, so Iowa's looking good. Desmond King, oh my goodness, Desmond King muffs the punt. Nebraska recovers. King was suspended for the first quarter of this game for being late to a meeting earlier this week. Then he enters the game and does that. 2 plays later, Tommy Armstrong to Ethan Carter. This was part of a handful of unpleasantries the first 20 minutes of the game, so much so that Kirk Ferentz gets called for an unsportsmanlike conduct call on the play. This would help set up an even better opportunity. Yeah, he doesn't look happy there. Even better opportunity for Nebraska in the form of Imani Cross to the end zone. We're tied at 7. However, Jerry, Tommy did not have a very good day at all.
Tommy struggled. Sometimes his footwork is terrible, and sometimes he's made some bad decisions. That one was a bad decision. He's got to throw it over that alley player. He knows that.
Parker Hesse with the easy pick and score, and the Hawkeyes are now up 14-7. And then in the third quarter, Stanley, they really got a burst in their running game, especially with Jordan Canzeri.
Mike, I think he is healthy, and he's shot out of a cannon right here. You'll see him turn on the Jets and take this one into the end zone for a big score.
The top 5 rusher in the conference, averaging 91 yards. He would have more than that on the day. Of course, the Huskers didn't quit. That's Imani Cross into the end zone. They're still only down by 4 halfway through the third quarter. But in the ensuing Iowa possession, this is an answer from Canzeri. 67 yards. He scampered for 140 on the day and 2 scores, and the lead's back up to 11. Just over 4 minutes to go in the game. Nebraska down 11. Tommy Armstrong once again gets picked on by getting picked off. Josie Jewell makes it 4 interceptions on the day for the Nebraska quarterback. And there'd be a little bit of tenseness as a field goal would make it a 1-score game, but still, 28-20. Iowa wins, takes home the Heroes Game trophy, and improves to 8-0 in conference play, 12-0 on the season. They are undefeated. Kirk Ferentz afterwards chatted with Matt Davison.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach. And Coach, congratulations. 12-0 season. Let's just first start with tonight, though, against Nebraska. Did the game kind of play out the way you thought it might all season long with Nebraska turning it over? You guys doing a pretty good job of taking care of it. Is that kind of the way you saw the game playing?
Well, you never know how it's going to go. That's one thing we've been really consistent at this year. We've done a good job taking care of the ball, especially in Big Ten play. That is important, certainly. But, we figured this would be a tough, hard-fought game. No reason why it wouldn't be. And they've even in loss, all their losses have been unbelievably close. So this was going to be a tough outing, and it proved to be. You were able to get a couple of big runs in the second half with Canzeri. Talk about what you guys saw at halftime, if anything, that allowed you to run. It looked like the same play twice for touchdowns. Yeah, they did a good job of bottling us up, and we knew they'd be aggressive in that facet. But the coaches did a great job of making some adjustments in the second half. And certainly that first run especially gave us a big spark. I think it lifted our whole bench up, offense and defense. To go undefeated is difficult. Everybody knows that. What's magical about this team that allowed them to be able to do this? Well, I can tell you this. I've never done it, so I'm speechless. I don't know what to tell the guys. But bottom line, it starts with, you got to be able to prepare week by week, and that's easier said than done, not get distracted by whatever it may be. And that gets a little bit trickier as you start rising in altitude. So I think that's one commonality that the teams have really done a good job of preparing. They're just really tough minded and they really care about each other. And that's a good combination. Coach, congratulations. Thanks a lot for the time. Thanks, Matt. Thanks. All right.